Come forward. We call 25 CR 527, the state of Texas versus Benjamin Leonard. You're Mr. Leonard?
Yes, sir.
Here with Mr. West, your attorney and the state's attorney. There is a first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation that has been filed July 7th in this case. Are you familiar with this and have you discussed all of this with your attorney, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
In summary, this motion alleges that on January 20th, 2026, in this criminal district court of Jefferson County, Texas, you were placed on 5 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for the state jail felony of credit or debit card abuse. Is all of that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number one states you failed to report to the probation office on or about March 11th, April 1st, May 6th, May 20th of 2026, which would be a violation of condition 4 of your probation order, which states report is directed to your probation office and obey all rules and regulation of the probation office. Is that allegation true or untrue?
True, sir.
What happened? You walked off the job. What happened?
I was helping my mother take care of my father, and he had terminal cancer.
Where do they live?
At 8 through 16-week lane in Finette. And,
Okay, locally, right?
yes,
Not in
yes, sir.
New York City. Or
No. And I was helping my mother take care of my father, and
You couldn't squeeze in the probation office visits?
we lost our vehicle around March, and he passed away March 5th, and I kind of had a mental break, and I have records of it, and
What do you mean?
mental health issues,
For what? Caused by what?
PTSD,
How did that occur?
some sister passing away, finding her body. She died of suicide.
Okay. Well, well, there are ugly things and terrible things in life, and there are wonderful things in life. It's part of the life, which I could say I've never seen deceased people surprised to see them, but it's happened too often. A natural phenomenon. We all end up passing sooner or later, and death is part of life.
And I'm glad I
Just don't quit what you're doing. And let me ask you this: would your family who perished that you're talking about, would they want you to just quit in life and give up and start taking the wrong direction?
No, sir.
Or do the best you can be?
Do the best I can be.
Let's see. No, let's go to number 4 here. This alleges that you failed to provide verification of completing theft prevention class, which is condition 26. And this was done for a good reason because you're charged with credit card or debit card abuse, and that helps you make good decisions when you are having to make choices between a good choice and a bad choice. What happened on that? Why didn't you complete that?
You know, to be completely honest,
Yeah, that would be good.
I didn't look at the papers that when I was the first month I had shown to probation, and I wasn't. So just
Well, they didn't. I mean, when you're on probation, don't they go over
they went over
all the terms and conditions, and then you sign something like a contract
Yes, sir.
stating you understand and you commit to it, and you understand that failing is not a good option, and it could result in revocation of probation. Okay,
I'm just being honest, sir.
no, that's a good way to be. Too many people here aren't in this who come up before me. Let's see. It says number 7 here. You failed to submit to a psychological evaluation to Dr. Cox as required in probation order 36, which was placement on the mental health caseload. Well, obviously, when we put you on probation, there was a concern that this is an issue that needed some attention that could help you. And Dr. Cox and Dr. Grippon, who work with this court, are very good people in helping folks. So why couldn't you squeeze that into the schedule?
I thought I needed to get it done within the month, and they had scheduled me for an appointment for the next month, and I never,
Okay. All right. Then number 8 goes on to allege that you committed the offense of interfering with emergency telephone call
Yes,
on or
sir.
about June 8th of 2026 in violation of condition 1 of your probation order. Let me catch my breath on this. Say on June 8th of this year, sheriff's office reported that you were involved in an incident involving interfering with an emergency telephone call. With the incident, you were not arrested and said you were transported to St. Elizabeth Hospital due to medical condition and transferred to St. Elizabeth Hospital.
The medical condition was me cutting myself, sir.
Yeah. Why was that being
I think
done?
that was part of his mental
Mental health, sir.
issues.
So they tried to, it's one thing to hurt yourself, which isn't wise, but people tried to call for help. You took the phone.
Scared of getting committed, sir, but I needed to be committed.
Let me finish and then you can speak.
Yes, sir.
You took the phone from the person, was it your mom, I guess?
Yes, sir.
And she tried to go to the neighbor's house to call, but you would not let her leave, threw a phone at her before you ran off into the woods. And then criminal charges for interfering with an emergency phone call, I guess, began moving forward. You had a cut on the back of your right calf, a deep cut. You said that you received a cut because you were working on the brakes on your mom's car and it fell on your leg. Is that right?
No, that was a lie for me not to be committed.
You think dishonesty is the way to handle anything?
No, sir.
So, back to the motion, to revoke, probation. Are you pleading true to allegation 8? You committed the offense of interfering with an emergency telephone call on or about June 8th, 2026 in Jefferson County, Texas, which is a violation of condition 1 of your deferred or unadjudicated probation order, which is do not commit any offenses.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you pleading true then to allegations 1 and 8
Yes, sir.
voluntarily and because those allegations are true as they are alleged? Do you understand that a voluntarily and knowingly make plea of true to 1 or more violations of probation? That's enough to grant a motion to revoke probation. Your probation can be revoked and you could be found guilty and you can be sentenced up to 2 years in the state jail for this credit or debit card abuse.
Yes, sir.
Knowing all of that, do you insist on pleading true today?
Yes, sir.
I find you are pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true. So what do we do?
Your Honor, I would, looking at this, basic allegations, his mental health issues, things like that. The fact that there's also quite a bit of restitution still owed to the victim in this case. I would suggest revoking him off of deferred and placing him on a straight probation. That way he has paid punishment for his violations, but still let him continue on and see if we can get the help he needs and also help pay back this victim and see if we can move forward.
There's restitution in the amount of over $2,000. What do you do for a living when it's not drug manufacturing?
I would work at McDonald's, do maintenance work and do computer repair.
Are you good at that?
Yes, sir. That's my honest, computer repair is my passion.
I thought drug making was. That's the way it reads.
No,
Well, the way it seems.
I know that's the way it seems for
Well, I mean, it's your choice. I'd say it's your choice of what you're going to do and get caught at. I don't think you can do harm doing a legitimate job and helping the world be a better place.
That was the
This
old,
isn't the way to do it.
that was the old me, and I've been trying to change since my father passed.
Yeah.
To make him
And,
proud.
once again, welcome to
I know.
planet Earth.
I know.
Wish we could live forever, but we don't, period. We learned that early and that everybody is upset when close ones are lost. But there is nothing you can do to bring anybody back. And it's the way the creator made the master plan. So you move forward and live your life as though the person you cared for who died would be proud of you. I
Yes,
think
sir.
your father would want you to do good things, right? And
Yes,
just
sir.
make good choices rather than bad. Well, this is not the way you honor him in his life and what he stood for. You live on being the best you can be. Well, it's a choice. You're making a bad. I'm thinking if your dad was a fine man
Yes.
then he'd be ashamed of what's going on here I'm looking at.
Yes, sir.
Well, you could change it any moment and do the right thing.
And that's what I want to do.
Here's the deal, you know right from wrong.
That's what I want to do.
No, and so you got issues. Welcome to the world. We all are imperfect. You're unique and special. Nobody's just like you, nor John, all of us. But you move forward with what you've got and make the right choices. There are some people who come in here who are unable to know right from wrong. You are. Fix this. What states in?
Judge, I think at the bare minimum, when someone signs for probation, they're expected to report. And very quickly out the gate, this defendant decided that he wasn't even going to report. He talks about mental health issues, but it's clear that he wasn't trying to go and get any help or assistance for those. When it comes to the evaluation that was ordered, as well as him lying to officers saying that he didn't want to get committed. In the initial offense, mom is the victim of the credit card abuse. And then in the new offense from June of this year, mom again is being victimized. So we also have him committing new offenses. So the state is going to ask that the court revoke the defendant's probation and sentence him to however much time the court deems appropriate.
Okay. What about obvious needs that he has? So he comes out and then how's he going to handle that? Do you think? I'm wondering, I mean, because there will be no orders by this court. He can go and make his own choices. I would hope he would make the right choices. But I'm thinking that some kind of supervision by this court might be
Useful.
a better, that the odds may be better that he would do well than just doing the flat time of 2 years.
I mean, we've
And
tried this.
going without, and then letting him go, and he's got no supervision after that. So,
We've tried the supervision route and he was ordered to go and get the evaluation. So supervision.
well, he's going to get it. He's going to be punished for failing. The question is, where do we end up after this? I'm thinking this is, he's got 118 days in jail. How's that working out? Do you enjoy being in jail?
No.
Well, good. Well, that makes me feel better. I wouldn't want you'd be mad for you to appear masochistic here. You're going to do some more time in jail before I let you go, but not 2 years. You can be sentenced to 2 years. I'm going to do the following. I'm going to make the finding that allegation 1 and allegation 8 is proven true by a preponderance of the evidence or greater. You have failed on your deferred or unadjudicated probation. And because of these findings of 2 violations, that your probation of deferred or unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. Earlier, you had pleaded guilty voluntarily to the state jail felony of credit or debit card abuse. You were mentally competent to do so. You understood and appreciated the consequences of pleading guilty. There was sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted at your hearing to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, even though at that time I deferred your finding of guilt. Now your probation is hereby revoked. You were found guilty. You are sentenced to 2 years in the state jail. That is going to be suspended. You were placed on regular probation for the remainder of 5 years from January 20th of this year. There will be terms and conditions of probation that you must follow. And I'm just going to jump to the end. If you fail, there's really not much of an option. Your probation will be revoked. Your regular probation would be revoked. And it would be hard, depending upon the circumstances, not to expect looking at the higher end of this. You must, and this is clear, failure is not an option. If I find you don't attend and complete these requirements as soon as practicable, I'm going to ask for a revocation, and it would be real simple. You've got to deal with your drug issues and your mental health. And I'm not sure exactly what be done. We've got to obviously get something updated on what is in the best interest of all of us to help him in the right direction to fix this. These are issues that need to be addressed satisfactorily, and there's no reason that I don't want you going through life using your issues, like all of us have issues, as a crutch and an excuse. It's not. Your issues are causing crimes. That's not acceptable. So don't commit any crimes, number one. But make your life something positive and good. Do it for what you came right out of the box talking about. Well, I have family tragedy. Well, do it in their honor, in their memory. We all have it. Lost my father, my mother is very ill.
My condolences.
So but we move on and we act as though they would be proud of us in the way we act. You're going to do 180 days. You have 118 days. You're going to do more time until you get 6 months, 180 days in the county jail. This can't go without confinement. When you get released, you immediately report to the probation office and do well. Failure is not an option for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So I've given you an opportunity to fix this mess. There is no reason. I believe you're able to do it and capable of doing it. And don't bring up excuses.
Yes, sir.
Because you're no less capable than all of us in this room.
Yes, sir.
You just have unique issues, but we all do.
Yes, sir.
Your uniqueness isn't worse or more special than all of us, but we know what's right, we know what's wrong, and we dedicate ourselves to making the right choices.
Yes, sir.
Make the right choices, we're rewarded. You don't, you're punished.
Yes, sir.
This is part of it. But this is an opportunity for you to fix this mess, move on, and make the best life you can. And in the spirit of those who have passed in your life, I think they're looking down, and I think they would be happy and proud for you to do well. They would be disappointed if not, but also you have living relatives here, and you want to be a good role model and example for them. Do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good
Thank
luck.
you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Thank you.